6.2, we have a request in front of us, which is an annual request from the Director of Finance and Operations from the Mendon Upton Regional School District, where currently within the within one of the trusts we have, the school has the ability to remove funds or request funds out of that trust for services that would serve the best interest of the public schools in the said town. So I will turn it over to the board for discussion.
Nothing.
Actually, this is something that's done annually. The school district, under the parameters of the trust, has the authority to request through the town. It's really a courtesy that the board extends by authorizing the appropriation. But in this case, they've asked for $20,186.60. I believe there's a roughly $35,000 balance in that trust, which the school district has access to. So.
Okay. I'm all set, so I would entertain a motion.
Gary?
Oh, sure. Let's see. Let me go to the Christine. Make a motion, we grant $20,186.60 from the Racine Fund to the Mendon Upton Regional School District.
I'll second that motion.
Please show that as unanimous action of the board. Thank you. Okay, under 6.3, the board has received a request for a letter of no opposition with respect to a marijuana grow facility on Fowler Street. This is relatively new territory for us, and I would say the whole town of Upton. I know the Zoning Board of Appeals received the application, and as part of the process, they opened up the hearing on December 21st, 2016, and continued it to a January 18th, 2017. And from there, it goes, I believe, to planning and other boards accordingly. So I would ask, with respect to this request, that it also get continued to a later date accordingly when it's ready to come to the Board of Selectmen's agenda. Any comment or concern?
Only that, having read the Zoning Board of Appeals minutes and what they bring forward, I respect their concerns, and I myself would ask the same question. So I would like to wait, as the chair suggests, until we get more information before we proceed. As you stated, this is the first time for us, so we'd like to make sure it's done correctly.
Agreed. Agreed.
I have to agree, too. That's, like you said, new territory. Just waiting to hear back from stuff we discussed from the lawyer and stuff, too. So.
Okay, thank you. Under 6.4, consideration for appointments to the Disability Commission. In front of us, we have two applications, one from Bob Carnegie and one from Janice Nowicki with respect to becoming members of the Disability Commission. Sandy, if I may ask, we have
two openings.
We have two openings on, and that's a commission of how many individuals? Do you know?
Three.
All right, there are two openings on it. So.
Yes.
Okay, so this would fill that.
Yes.
This would meet a requirement with respect to that. So I would open up to the board for discussion.
I have nothing. They're both good candidates, David. So.
Okay, then I would entertain a motion.
We can do it, Bob, because you know they'll...
Mr. Chairman, I would motion that the board appoint Bob Carnegie and Janice Nowicki to the Disabilities Affairs Disability Commission to a term to expire May 2017.
Second.
Please show that as unanimous action of the board. Thank you, and again, thank you to Bob and thank you to Janice for stepping up and again volunteering time on a very important commission. Okay, under 6.5, discussion of the pipe resolution request, as voted on at the last meeting, we will be pursuing and instituting the resolution as voted on at the November town meeting. As there's been quite a few emails going back and forth with respect to this, this is new to us. We want to make sure we do it correctly. As I see it, there are three parts of this resolution, which is the first part, which is filling out, which is actually filing the resolution itself, which we have a copy of said resolution that was actually put forward, I think created by the town clerk. And I believe she actually took it off of what was on the warrant in November. So we have that resolution in front of us, which I don't see that being, an issue to file. The second would be a letter to rescind property access, which we also have a copy of that that would be ready to be signed, which would identify two pieces of property, one on Mechanic Street and one on Crockett Road, parcel ID numbers accordingly. So we have the second part of that resolution also, and then we have the third part of it, which is the intervening process of it. And it's my understanding in doing the reading that to actually file, as I see it, to actually file for intervened status is not that difficult. It can be done relatively simply with just 1 or 2 hours of legal's time on that. And that the only time that it could get costly is that if there is a continued what I want for discussion or a continued need to have the town insert themselves with respect to that intervening status. But again, to actually file the intervening status as I read it, does not seem to be that much of an issue. So that would be my lead into this, and I would turn it over for discussion.
No, I think all three of them are doable. We just have to make a motion for the first one, and then...
The only I would say is that, I know that in order to do this correctly, I think we do need to have legal just take a look at it and assist us with this. So I would like to put a cap with respect to how much we're willing to do that.
Well, it doesn't seem like it would cost a lot to get the intervener status, 1 to 2 hours. So.
If it's clear and to be, as I understand this, and I've read enough on it, I think, it's like a novel at times. Certainly the letter is the wish of the town meeting, and that's easy to submit. The rescinding the access to property is quite simple. It's our property. We have the right to tell people who can go on it and who can't. And then the intervener process, I don't have a problem filing that. I want to be transparent. I don't want to put this town in an obligation where we're going to be in litigation for sizable dollars. So at this point, there is no litigation. We are just filing this process, and for appointing town council for a few hours, whatever that dollar amount be, I think, it carries out the wish of the town meeting. So I don't have a problem.
Okay, so we have three processes. It sounds like the board is all set to act on all three, and we have the drafts in front of us. And so I think we could actually get this out relatively soon.
You want a motion?
I would make a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would motion that the board in 3 parts submit the following as a result of the gas pipeline initiative with Spectra, that the board send a letter to Spectra as a follow-up from the actions of the town meeting, that the towns notify Spectra regarding rescinding property access on Mechanic Street and Crockett Road in the parcel so designated, and that the intervener process be submitted as well and make the town's position quite clear as to where we stand. And the following of the motion is that this all be submitted to council to ensure that we're in compliance with the proper process.
Second.
Can you show the unanimous action of the board?
Question. Isn't there a part of Kiwanis Beach property that's that's town land that's part of the pipeline route as well?
That was never, I didn't see that in anything. Let me amend the friendly motion. If there be additional properties in the town to rescind access, those be so noted.
We're looking for that. We identified 2 parcels, one on Mechanic and one on Crockett Road. So, but if we're missing one, then we'll make sure we include that. All right? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, and I just want to be totally transparent. I have no problem following this. It's the wish of the town. Both also have the obligation to the financial aspect, and we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we're in litigation and end up in hundreds of thousands of dollars of litigation. So, but at this point, no harm. This is easy to do.
It's my understanding that this is really to protect us in case we ever wanted to have a case. I don't think they could come to us. I think it's to protect us.
It gives the town power if you decide that there's something they're doing that you don't like, then you have that right. Where if you didn't ever do that, then you never have the right. So it just kind of gives
That's how I read it.
Yeah. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work and your comments. Thank you. So, I'll work with town manager, and we'll get these out relatively soon. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, under